This is the Kospet Prime, a really interesting smartwatch that has two cameras, a massive 1.6 inches display, GPS, face unlock feature, and much more for the price of just about $160. Let's take a look. The watch ships with a USB cable, a screwdriver, a charger, a screen protector, a few spare screws, and some paperwork. This is a massive smartwatch, especially if you have a tiny wrist. Therefore, I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable watch to wear every day due to its sheer size. However, if you have huge wrists or simply love big watches, the Kospet Prime is comfortable to the skin and it's relatively lightweight. The reason why this watch is so huge is that it packs a lot of stuff at the price. First of all, I love a huge 1.6 inches display that is nice and sharp and is easily viewable outdoors. Second, the watch uses good materials including a ceramic bezel on the top. The strap doesn't feel very expensive, but that's expected at this price point. Either way, straps can be easily swapped and you can buy a leather one for the cheap. The Kospet Prime is said to be Ip67 Water-Resistant, but I wouldn't personally test this feature as the manufacturer didn't put emphasis on water resistance of this device in their marketing page. This is the first smartwatch I've ever used that has two cameras, which may look quite impressive on paper, but the quality of pictures and video are not really good. Well, these are cheap smartwatch cameras after all, and you would still be able to use them for video chats and things of that nature. The device has a massive battery inside, and depending on how you use the device, you can get up to 2 days of battery life and up to 168 hours of standby time. The charging time is just about 2 hours. You can also put your nano SIM card in this device, meaning that the Kospet Prime can work as a standalone smartwatch with many smartphone features. You can make or receive calls or listen to music thanks to the built-in mic and the loudspeaker. The watch supports dual 4G bands and the call quality is quite decent. Well, people I spoke to were able to recognize that I'm using a different communications device than usual, but they had no issues understanding me. You can also send text messages, browse the web, watch YouTube or download any apps you want thanks to a little bit outdated yet well-functioning Android 7.1 user interface. There is 32 GB of onboard storage, meaning that you can install plenty of apps or load a lot of music on this device. There is even a face unlock feature which is said to be very fast, but it's definitely not the fastest out there compared to smartphones. But hey, we're talking about a budget smartwatch here. I found the GPS and heart rate monitor to be surprisingly accurate for fitness, notifications work fine, and the overall performance of the UI is pretty good except for the fact that sometimes there is a slight delay when you want to open up the main menu. The GPS can also be used with Google Maps. There are 9 sports modes on this watch, but I mostly used it for outdoor running or walking and exercising at home. I was pleasantly surprised by a huge variety of watch faces this device offers. There are plenty of them already preloaded on the watch, and if that's not enough for you, you can download the new ones using the app. This application also shows basic fitness data and it allows you to adjust some settings. Overall, the Kospet Prime is a really interesting budget smartwatch. I agree that some features might be a little bit gimmicky, but if you consider how much you need to pay for this device, you're getting a lot of value for the price, as long as you don't mind wearing a gigantic watch with a massive screen on your wrist. What do you think about the Kospet Prime? Would you buy this device or would you choose another budget smartwatch? As always, drop me a comment down below if you have any questions about this device, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.